What's going on, CoinOpTV subscribers? Robert Welkner here, and Andre, Black Nerd Comedy.
What's going on?
We got our jackets on. It's cold. It's
Yeah.
January.
But look down here. We got some shorts.
I got my shorts on, my skinny chicken
Jacket and
legs.
shorts.
So we're at the Disney lot, the Disney Studio lot in Burbank, California. It's January 2015. We got the January movies rolling out. We're kicking things off with Strange Magic.
Strange Magic. Now, just to preface, sometimes the January movies can be pleasant surprises, and sometimes they can be the stuff that we kind of dust under. So, where does Strange Magic fall?
It's a mixed bag. First of all, it's an animated movie.
Yes.
From the mind of George Lucas.
Mind of George Lucas. Story by George Lucas.
So yeah, somehow George Lucas was involved. Story by him, and a cavalcade of cast starring Alan Cummings and Evan Rachel Wood.
Yeah, you kind of get the feeling like this is probably the thing he was working on before the big Disney buy. So yeah, so just like, all right, you get Star Wars, you get Indiana Jones, you get all LucasArts. But you gotta take Strange Magic.
Yeah, bonus.
You gotta take it. That's the rule. And so you gotta release it.
And Disney decided to kind of sneak it out in January.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's tough. It's tough to really talk about it because if you look at the commercials, which I've seen a couple commercials, they don't really explain too much about the movie. And you can't really say a lot about the movie because it's just like from the beginning. There's like a one scene, like 5 minutes in, where you're like, "Whoa, that just changed everything about this movie." And that's when I started to actually be interested, was when that happened. But before then, whew, it gets there.
Well, is the music in the trailer? I haven't seen the trailer at all.
I don't know if it is or not.
I feel like
Well,
we're doing a non-spoiler alert,
but
we're gonna at least say, because I think this is a very strong.
You have to tell people
point.
this. Yes.
So I think what Andre is alluding to is. Basically, there's a lot of modern music in the fairy tale fantasy world.
Yeah. Think of it like Knight's Tale. Remember that movie, Knight's Tale? Or there's another one that did that recently. But Moulin Rouge. Like, it's very, like, Moulin Rouge did that.
Okay.
Where it's, like, set in a certain world. Like, those are period pieces, but this is set in a fantasy world, yet they're singing contemporary songs that you know. And, I mean, pretty much if the word love is in the title,
then it's in this movie.
It's in this movie, yeah.
So it looks like they kind of went through a library of like 10 years of greatest hits love stories.
Yeah.
Made them into a new rock opera, kind of Glee-ized them.
Yeah, very
Glee-ized sort of a thing.
/ Broadway rock, like a Rock of Ages or something like that. Yeah.
So now, if you can accept that, and trust me, that was a hard pill to swallow for about 30 minutes. But then one character came out and just switched it all around for me. Don't really want to spoil and talk about that, but one of the characters kind of turned it around for me, and then I saw it sort of said like, "Hey,
they know that character." I think that's not a spoiler, right? The villain.
The villain. Okay,
yes. We'll say that the villain. When the villain, like before
the villain decides to step in and say, "This is my movie," then it's a good movie.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the first 30 minutes, so.
Well, I think they were really trying to drive the point home of this is the type of music you're gonna get, and sometimes what happens with those, and I've seen it happen with Disney musicals, I've seen it happen with Chipmunks movies, is that they're like,
is that the Spectrum Disney movie?
If you watch,
Chipmunks
seriously,
movies.
if you watch like especially the second or third Chipmunks movie, it's like they sing a new song every 5 minutes to let you know, hey, we're the Chipmunks and we sing, and that's what happens with this too. It's like you got to sit through. When you first watch this movie, you're gonna be like, oh, what have I got myself into?
We were a little unsure. So we're going to summarize in a second, but just, as a teaser summarization, we were a little unsure in the beginning, but we walked out with smiles on our face, clapping, cheering. We watched.
Semi-smile. Don't. This ain't the next Frozen. I'm just saying. Let's keep it low key. This ain't even the next Shrek.
I would say it's more entertaining than Into the Woods, though. The last time I was here at the Disney Studio doing a vlog with Olivia, we watched Into the Woods, and it was very similar thing. Singing throughout, obviously musical.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with musicals, but, I want that story and that drama as well. So
and then also the animation, I think, helps, because it's not just the person standing there singing, but, like, they do really, particularly with the villain, the way that they animate the sequence of him singing, that's what's interesting. That's what makes it acceptable.
Right.
Well, that's what I didn't like about the first part when they start singing, because the first part is literally just, hey, I'm in the character and I'm singing, but when that scene you're talking about happens, it's like, oh, and it goes that way throughout. So that's good.
Yeah, once they kind of, once it went from the mind of George Lucas beyond that into the mind of Bog, was the villain's name Bog?
Bog King.
Yeah, Bog King. That's when. So I was a big fan of that. So speaking of the animation, I thought some pretty top-notch animation.
That is its definite high
Butterfly
point.
fairies? Is that what they were?
There's fairies in this. There's elves. There's dark creatures and goblins, and I mean all kinds of fantasy creatures. But yeah, hands down, really some of the best animation I've seen, like CGI animation. Like you tell they took their time with this.
Yeah, really good facial expressions, reactions. A lot of the jokes are very quick, but really good faces.
It never played. This is not a. Doesn't play down. It doesn't play down in the sense of humor. Some other elements they really dumb it down. That's my biggest problem with it. Which it's not its movie's fault. It's a fault of many movies, I can't spoil that. But the overall theme of the movie hit a little close to home a couple times, and let's just be real talk.
Real talk. I'll give you the single shot for the real talk.
No, there was a specific scene that happened where both Rob and I kind of looked at each other.
Yeah, kind of elbowed each other
I've been there. This sounds vaguely familiar. This is Lucas, man, what happened, dude? So
So we gotta wrap up this video. So I'm gonna say great animation, Alan Cummings, Evan Rachel Wood, great performances, especially Alan Cummings. If there's a voice actor award coming down later on,
he needs to get props.
Props to that.
Because they're all singing. All the actors sing their parts too. That's very important.
Was there anything I'm missing? Is there another pros and cons? Is there an age group that you would say that this is more geared towards?
Young kids are gonna like it. Parents will be probably after that first part of it will tolerate it. If you go in the middle of the day, like a matinee, afternoon, sure, but I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. There's a lot of it that I liked about it, but there's still some elements of definitely not a Disney film, definitely not a Pixar film, definitely not even a DreamWorks film.
It's a touchstone film.
It's a touchstone film.
It's not a Disney. It's not a Lucas film. Touchstone film.
Yeah. So I think that's the best way. It's not gonna hurt. It definitely was better than what I thought it was gonna be, but that's all I can say about it.
Cool. Well, if you guys see Strange Magic, let us know in the comments below what you think, who your favorite character was. If you're going to see it in general, make sure you check out Andre's channel, youtube.com/blacknerdcomedy.
Please do.
And also check out our video we did of us at the Arcade Expo, too. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check out some of that fun.
Awesome.
We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.